Hey, my name is Ruha and I've been living in this Timbercraft tiny home that you see behind you for about a month now. I wanted to tell you today about a few different restrictions that can be on a piece of land that might prevent you from locating a tiny home on that land. The number one restriction you're going to run into is zoning laws. So zoning codes are generally written to prevent habitation within either a small space or a vehicle or a building that's on wheels. So generally these laws were put in place to protect property values from mobile homes or RVs that could be located there and just bring general property values down. Heaven forbid. And as it happens, as tiny homes have become more popular, that has also prevented them from being located within neighborhoods where there are other residential homes around. And generally, if you see a tiny home in someone's backyard, sometimes cities have something that'll permit that, but other times those tiny homes are just hoping to go unnoticed, and or if they're noticed, they're hoping that nobody will complain. The second kind of restriction on land is a deed restriction. So if you are outside of city limits, zoning laws generally do not apply to you. Land outside of city limits can have a deed restriction put on them, such as subdivisions that have a covenant. So in a neighborhood within city limits, you might have a homeowners association. In neighborhoods outside of city limits, you might have a covenant. And a covenant is just a lighter version of an HOA where someone actually has to file a class action lawsuit against you to get you to cut your grass, for instance. Well, they can also do it to prevent you from locating a tiny home on a tract of land within a subdivision. Otherwise, generally you're not going to run into a whole ton of deed restrictions, but that's something you should make sure to ask your real estate agent if you're looking at land. Number 3 is an easement restriction. So those are generally just from your county, municipality, that will allow for them to eventually build something like an underground wire or a ditch or something on your property. So they will have an easement restriction on generally part of the property that'll prevent you from developing on that area. So those are the 3 restrictions. That's why generally people put tiny homes in RV parks, on family land somewhere where it's outside of city limits, and in people's backyards where they're hoping not to be noticed. So if this was helpful to you, if you'd like to see more tips, go ahead and subscribe to our videos, and I'll see you next time.